Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to P4P TV. This is Michael and it's been a while, but I'm back. If it's an all-action gun-slinging shootout that you're after, look no further than Saturday the 12th of August at the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona. Arizona, the state known for the infamous shootout at the OK Corral, is about to be known, I suspect, for a different kind of bloodbath. This one, though, will go down inside the ring between two gladiators that were scheduled to meet earlier this year. Emanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez were slated to be facing each other in February 2023. However, an injury forced Valdez to pull out. That spot was taken by Australia's Liam Wilson, who stepped in to face Navarrete. The wheels almost came off the wagon that night for Navarrete, but he came through and will now defend his WBO Super featherweight against former two-division champ and WBO mandatory Oscar Valdez. It's a massive challenge for either fighter, and this should definitely not be missed, so watch this space. Hi-ho, silver away, you cunt. Emanuel Navarrete is a name that Australian fight fans will not forget soon, and many, I suspect, are still exercising the demons of that fateful night when Navarrete and Liam Wilson faced each other in the same venue earlier in 2023. I cast thee out, Satan, in the name of Jesus. The night of the long count, as it's been described, was a soul-crushing blow to not only Liam Wilson and team, but also for the Aussie boxing community. Nonetheless, after Navarrete was knocked down and almost out in the fourth, he rallied later in the bout to take Wilson out in the ninth and closed the fight with a TKO victory. Navarrete had been training to fight Oscar Valdez, and the Wilson replacement, announced in December of the previous year, only a couple of months out from fight day, meant that adjustments had to be made to cater to a fighter with different attributes and style. That, along with the fight being his first at super featherweight, may have contributed to his less than smooth introduction to the new division. Navarrete's awkward style makes his next move unpredictable when in the ring. Odd rhythm, stance switching, throwing punches from odd angles and often doubling up on them. Looping hooks, lunging uppercuts, feinting a jab before switching over to a right cross. All of these things can make it difficult for an inexperienced professional to time or to identify a pattern. Because Navarrete has a high work rate and high punch output, however, he does give his opponents plenty of opportunity and time to get a look at him and see what he is doing. One thing that is glaringly obvious is that Navarrete often finds himself off balance and out of position when launching an assault. For example, lunging in is something he does regularly, and when doing so, he leaves himself exposed. Susceptibility to the overhand right is one such Achilles heel, and he's been punished for it before. Punished, but not finished. Oscar Valdez might just be the man to pop that cherry. Oscar Valdez will be left with little choice on how he is going to approach this matchup with Vaquero. The reason being, his physical attributes will force him to either take the fight to Navarrete and force him to fight on the inside, or allow Navarrete to come to him and catch him on the counter. Both of these options are viable for a fighter that can do both effectively. It was moving backwards and away from Miguel Berchelt while dipping and slipping before rearing up and collecting Berchelt with a left hook from hell that still plays on the knockout highlight reels to the delight of boxing fans. It was pushing forward and forcing the action and backing Shakur Stevenson to the corner and the ropes that saw Valdez have his best moments when those two met, despite ultimately losing that fight. His only professional loss to the objectively more superior fighter in Stevenson. Navigating through Navarrete's high-volume punching and enveloping, almost smothering barrage of punches from all angles won't be easy, however. In spite of having the disadvantage in attributes, namely reach and height, Valdez certainly has plenty of heart and is a stubborn fighter. Valdez has been down and has fought with broken bones. He's proven that he is not easy to take out and that he is battle-hardened. Battle is the key word here, because there's nothing Navarrete enjoys more than a gritty war, and Valdez will no doubt oblige him. It's apparent that Navarrete's power has carried somewhat from the lighter division, but it's hard to determine how much. He stopped Liam Wilson in his last fight, but that was against a relatively inexperienced fighter who had been stopped once before. Valdez is acclimated at 130 and is used to fighting bigger guys and guys that hit big. 31 wins with 23 by way of KO with just the one loss and no draws. Valdez, older than Navarrete by a few years, certainly carries enough power to take out Navarrete, who has demonstrated that he can be chinny. And that's what makes this fight intriguing and a tricky one to pick a winner. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to touch Caleb Plant's face, but I went back and forth with this one. Both have decent resumes. I think Valdez has had stiffer competition. On power, I think Valdez has the power to stop Navarrete. Navarrete could stop Valdez too, but that would be through sheer volume of punches thrown, and the ref would intervene. I don't think he knocks Valdez out cold. In my opinion, I think it will come down to who has the higher work rate, punch output, and overall aggression. I see Navarrete landing more and cleaner shots than what comes back at him from Valdez. So I'm going with a Navarrete win on points. But this is one of those fights that could go either way.
I want to say Navarrete because he's fresher, and I think that he hits harder, and he's a lot more awkward. The way he moves, his defense, his length, it's really tricky. Obviously, he hasn't been beat before. I mean, he has one loss, but as of lately, he hasn't lost. So I would like that fight. I think Valdez is a bit easier. He's getting a little older. But either or, whoever, is the better man that night.
No, yo creo que de las cualidades que tiene el vaquero es que mete a los boxeadores en su estilo. No es un estilo vistoso, pero es un estilo muy efectivo. Se avienta con el upper y luego está acá y como que empieza flojito y tira un golpe y tira el otro y se mueve y le pegan y ahí va. Es un peleador, no es vistoso, es un peleador un poco con un estilo medio raro, pero es un peleador muy efectivo.
Sí, con la mano derecha de que pega duro.
Y aparte mete unos golpes de todos los ángulos, pero los conecta.
Como el upper largo, ¿no? Creo que
sí, así como largo, así para acá de repente te los tira y luego te tira para acá, pero te los pega, tiene puntería. Y va a ser una pelea, si se da, va a ser una pelea difícil para los dos.
Thank you for watching P4P TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you will receive some cool perks. If you're looking for some new threads, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, and much, much more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi P4P TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshop. Join me on my travels and head on over to my other YouTube channel titled Barefoot and Free. There you can follow me as I traverse the many parts of our planet and occasionally get into a spot of bother. Nonetheless, it's always fun and entertaining. If you're struggling with some of life's obstacles and challenges, my book How to Get Out of Life Traps might just be the answer that you're looking for to help guide you through the difficult times. It's helped many get past some of their darkest moments, and it might do the same to you. You can purchase it on Amazon, where you can also find a wide range of my other works. Those works include screenplay to book adaptations, a fairly unique concept, with genres covering comedy, heist and revenge, drama, supernatural and crime, if that's more your cup of tea. You can find them by following the link provided.